Holy moly, gang. Debt forgiveness. Chase Bank is forgiving all the credit card debt for its customers in Canada. Can you believe what I just said? Thousands and thousands and thousands of people owe money on their credit card to Chase Bank. And the bank is just erasing off their debt. Erasing off their debt, which is never heard of. I've never heard stuff like that, okay? Why do you think that is? Leave a comment below. Why is Chase Bank erasing all the debt for its customers in Canada? Okay? Now, do you think that's going to be coming to the United States? Pretty crazy. Now, one of my opinions is because the economy is in so much shamble that people are so in debt that there's nowhere else to go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Now, here's another crazy story that just came out. That Goldman Chase Bank, okay? Goldman Chase, one of the top looked up investment bankers, right? With ties to Big Brother. A lot of the CEOs and top management end up working for Big Brother. Goldman Sachs is now recommending or suggesting to its affluent family members that are ultra rich to get into Bitcoin. I'm not making this up. I'm going to leave a link below in my description. Go check it out. Okay. Now, this are banks like JP Morgan, like other banks that came out on TV that slandered Bitcoin, said Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme, etc. These are the same guys. Now, Goldman Sachs, 2 years later, is telling its customers, not the average retail buyer or retail customers, but the affluent customers that it has, that guess what? They suggest that they should get into Bitcoin. And Goldman Sachs is not only bullish short term on Bitcoin, but they're also bullish long term. What that means is in the short term, they think Bitcoin is going to win. And also in the long term, 10 years from now, they believe that Bitcoin is going to win, ladies and gentlemen. And so what I've always said is I don't never trust bankers. They're just lying sack of shits, right? And here's the reason why. You can see that the CEOs of these companies come out and tell the retail people, you shouldn't get into Bitcoin. They pump fear into them, right? They pump fear into them, telling them they shouldn't get into Bitcoin. And on the other hand, what are they doing? They are mining it themselves. They are creating custodian services for Bitcoin. They are creating their own blockchain like JP Morgan has, ladies and gentlemen. So that said, I never trust bankers because they're trying to enslave me. In my opinion, they're trying to enslave everyone else. It doesn't matter if you're a country. It doesn't matter if you're a state, if you're a corporation, or if you're just a local citizen there. What central bankers want to do is control everyone. And the way to do that is through fractional reserve monetary system, where they print out money out of thin air and they make you and your grandparents and your fathers and your friends and everyone else you know work hours and hours and hours away of your life for some fake paper that they print in their printing machine. And they cause inflation, and they cause boom and bust, and they cause asset bubbles, etc. I never trust a banker because they're not ethical people. And a great example is in 2006, where we had to go bail out the bankers. They made all the risky bets, and they made all the profits, and the CEOs and the top management got all the bonuses and all the big pays. And in the day, you and I were the ones that had to go bail these guys out with our tax dollar. Let me know if you think that's fair below. Never trust a banker. My opinion, I never trust bankers. I believe in creativity and imagination. I believe in the power of you. I believe in America, and I believe what the founding forefathers said about the American Constitution, that we don't need central bankers. We don't need taxation like we have today. That's why we had the Boston Tea Party, right? That's why we had the revolution, because we were tired of bankers printing our money and controlling us. And that's why America was born. But we forgot that. And back in the 1930s, when everyone was away, bankers controlled lawmakers through buying them out through lobbyists, and they amended the Constitution for them, the Federal Reserve, which is a private company of a cartel of bankers, to be able to rule and control you and I, right? And that's why I say, fuck the stinky banker. Use your imagination, creativity. Don't borrow money. You're more powerful than you recognize. And if you stick your hand out for a banker, they know you're going to come back and stick your hand out more, because that's the same exact trap that we produce in cages with the mouse and with the monkeys, by giving them a reward for us having them to do a trick. And the same thing happens with the stinky bankers. Every time you stick your hand out on a credit card or mortgage or car loan, you're robbing of your own ability to think. You're robbing your own ability to be free. And they know that once they give you that stimulus, that free money, and you buy something with it, all that dopamine is released in your head, serotonin is released in your head, you're going to be feeling good, and you're willing to stick your hand out one more time, stick your hand out one more time, stick your hand out one more time. Instead of being independent and powerful, you're going to be a slave, just like the rat, just like the monkey in the cage. You will do tricks for us, the bankers. You will do tricks, just like the monkey does the tricks to the humans to get that little sugar, get that little banana. So the question is, who are you entrusting your power to? To yourself or to a third party? Guys, click the like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you think the recession is coming. Right before I get out of here, don't forget, join me in our weekly meetings this Saturday. Not everyone will qualify, but if you have the right mindset, you're hungry, you're motivated, you got your money right, then I highly recommend joining my profit sharing coaching at MrNoFluff.com. Again, at MrNoFluff.com. We meet every Saturday at 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock Central Time, right from your computer. And I teach you how to find motivated sellers for free. I teach you how to talk to them, how to negotiate with them, how to give offers, how to structure the deals. Everything you need to know to be your dreams. Much love. See ya.